Good morning, everybody. Title says it down below. This is a Saturday morning vlog, and as you can see, I'm here in my living room. Usually, I wouldn't be doing videos at about 9:08, 9:09 in the morning. And the reason I'm out here, and the reason I can speak as freely as I can, is due to the fact that my mom, as I said in one of my audio videos I did today, my mom is in Oakland right now at a conference, an all-day conference. And being at this all-day conference, basically I have the whole house to myself for the first time in a while on a Saturday. Most of the day. She's been gone since about 6:03 this morning, and it's about 3 hours and 6 minutes later, so she's been gone for about 3 hours and 6 minutes. And the reason this is a vlog for today is because, one, we've had a lot going on already in the past few days. Yeah. We surely have. On Thursday, my sister, my second oldest sister, calls me up and tells me, and my older sister as well, who lives here in Patterson, she tells us that she and her husband are putting together a little shindig, a little pre-shindig, a little shindig, you know, not too big, nothing too fancy, just a little get-together shindig, to celebrate the fact that her son, her 17-year-old son, my nephew, is done with school. You see, he takes what is basically the online stuff, the independent study, the online, whatever. Basically the same thing my niece took a few years ago. So, even though the school year still has a month to go, about 4 or 5 weeks, about 4 weeks to go, he's already done. So what he's doing right now as we speak is he's over at MJC, Modesto Junior College, and getting ready to take an assessment, if not taking it already, to see not only will he get in, but like, I guess, where they're going to position him class-wise and stuff like that, or whatever. But anyway, he's doing that today. So basically there was like a little shindig, not shindig I should call it, but a little get-together, like a little pre-celebration, a pre-graduation kind of deal. So, yeah. His graduation's not till about the 23rd of next month. But, yeah, just a little bit of a little pre-graduation celebration, because he's finally done. He's finally out of school. And it's kind of funny. You know, he told me, it's kind of funny because he told me the other day, that night, he said, you know what, he told me, Brian, you know, you and I are the only two guys on our side of the family to graduate. And I said, well, you got your dad. And he said, no, on our side. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, because, you know, basically like this generation. And I'm thinking, well, his dad graduated too, but I kind of get what he's saying. He's kind of saying, like, from this side of the family, not his dad's side, from his mom's side of the family, that we're the only ones to graduate. Straight through. You know. I mean, true, him and my niece took different methods to go straight through. They never stopped or anything. So, I could say with a humble heart that my parents, my niece and my nephew are the only ones to straightforward graduate. So, go figure. But yeah, he's happy about that, and like I said, we got a little pre-thing that went on, and that was about it for Thursday. I mean, here's the thing, we didn't know whether or not we were ride with my sister, or we're going to ride up there ourselves. And then my sister calls us when we're at Save Mart. See, my mom has to go and get some money out so she can a little bit dog out there, but so she can get some money for gas today to pay a lady who's dragging her and some other ladies up to Oakland. So, and also do a little bit of shopping here and there. Now, like I said, we did that. We got home a little late, but that was okay. And then yesterday, of course, in the past 2 days, been watching the Giants play against Chicago. I have to record that at times for my mom to watch because of the schedule. Anyway, besides that, she gets home yesterday. She tells me, of course, that she has to go online and take care of something, right? Because it has to do with the conference. Basically, it's like a little review, assessment of her own, or whatever. A little review, assessment, whatever. So she wants to do this, and I'm thinking, okay, it's probably no problem. And then when she tells me the other day that the lady in charge of this says, hey, you don't have to worry about taking it, you just got to look at it, probably just read it, but you don't have to take it. I'm thinking, okay, she'll probably just read a few things here and there, because from what she told me, some of her fellow teachers didn't do as much, but they could just say they didn't. But knowing my mom, I pretty much said this to myself yesterday. I said, you know what? I've got a feeling when she gets on here, she's going to want to do the whole thing. And I was right. I was absolutely right. I was right. And the thing is, she did, but I had to help her a little bit, kind of figure out what to do. She got it on her own, though, most of the time. But again, like I said, I'm thinking, okay, she says she's just going to look at it, kind of skim through it or whatever. I'm thinking, of course, at first I'm thinking, of course, she'll just read it and all that, read a few sections here or there. But like I said, I should have saw it coming. I should have saw the fact that she was going to do it. And as soon as she got ready, and here's what was ironic. I was about to upload this, using this here, which came with it. I was about to upload the videos and the pictures around that time, around 7 o'clock or something like that, so I can get it done with. And I told myself, I said, and I do blame myself on this. Because I should have done this earlier, because I said, I bet if I don't do this at a certain time, right, like 5 or whatever, or 4, if I don't upload these early, knowing my luck, that when I want to upload them, she's going to want to go do her thing. And sure enough, that's what happened. I mean, don't you just hate that? When you're about to do something on the computer, or you're about to do this or that, someone else has to do it, or someone else has to use the computer or use whatever for whatever they need. And you're thinking to yourself, man, as if your timing couldn't be any worse. But she did it, and I understood it. I understood. I mean, I was a little frustrated, a little mad, but that passed. I kind of kept myself busy playing the Super Sluggers game on the Wii. So, yeah, she did it. The only thing is with her is that she can't sit there on the computer for as long as she did because it's going to burn her eyes. So, anyway, she got that done. And again, like I said, I blame myself for not uploading the videos and everything earlier and having to wait till later and then leaving the computer on all night just for the videos to be uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, I couldn't even get up during the night just to upload them. I mean, not upload them, but make sure, see that they're uploaded, name them, and then, go from there back to bed. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. same thing. And I'm thinking, okay, she's done the test and everything, but then what else happens? She has to register. You see, this is the one thing, it's not just my mom, because I'm sure there's many others out there, men and women, that don't understand certain things about the computer. You see, when she did the test, she was wondering, okay, where do I put my name? You know, because she's so used to putting her name on something after she's after she's completed it, so they can know she did it. But she wasn't sure until she said, you know what, maybe I need to register. So she goes to the registering page and she registers. Even though I tried telling her, they kind of can tell you did it just by counting, checking off, okay, somebody did, okay, we just got another one coming in at such and such time frame, there you go. But she wanted to register because she's pretty sure in her mind that they'll be able to tell that she did it. So she registered. Okay. But still, that's what she did. And today, she is in Oakland, part of an all-day conference because that does have something to do with what she did on the computer last night. So that's what she did. And so far it's been an interesting week. Very personal week, too. I mean, I get word that 2 days ago, I get word from my sister, and this is the last person I expect to hear it from. It's the last person I expect to hear it from. But we're going on with my older sister because she calls us up, like I said, says we can ride with her to my other sisters in Modesto for that little pre-graduation celebration. So we go there. So we go over there to her house. And one of the first things she tells me is, oh, by the way, our dad called, guess what? And I'm thinking, what? She said, our Uncle Roland died. And I'm thinking, what? Even my mom was shocked. She was like, what? When did this happen? And he said it happened on Thursday morning. And what was surprising about this is, you know, and God forgive me and my family for feeling this way. God forgive me and my family for feeling this way, but not a lot of us were not too upset about it. We weren't. I mean, yes, he was our uncle, yes, he was family, but he was kind of distant at times. You know, I mean, yes, he was a man of faith. I'm not going to argue that because, you know, he prayed every time before dinner and everything, but still, the thing was, even though he was a man of faith, he was very distant with family at times. And it's like all he cared about, like I said, even though he was a man of faith, all he cared about was himself. He didn't even care about my aunt. And I've had problems with my Aunt Nora. I have. Me and my sisters have had problems with our aunt in the past. But still, she was our aunt. And as time has gone on, we've realized that perhaps it has to do with something mentally or whatever. It's just something that she's a deep... We don't know what it is, but it's basically the way she is, and we've come to accept that. We've come to accept that. We've come to accept that that's who she is. And the thing is about my uncle, the thing is, one of the decisions he made while I was out there was to move him and my aunt to Haddam, Kansas. Yeah, a town that's about the same size, if not a bit smaller, than Oskaloosa. And the reason he wanted to do that is because it was more, I guess, more quieter, more secluded, if you will. So, yeah. Hold on.